Zns Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The Hugh Campbell basketball tournament tipping off yesterday at the AF Adderley Gym. The C.R. Walker Knights took to the floor first against the Queens College Comets. This one ended in favor of the Knights, 36-26.
We got to get better defensively. We miss a lot of defensive assignments that lead to easy baskets. So we can go back to the drawing board. We're going to work on it and we can get better. I got confidence in them guys, and we've been working hard. We've been preparing for it. So I figure we're going to do good in the tournament. We're going to make some noise.
The CV Bethel Stingrays and Westminster College Diplomats on court next. CV Bethel picks up an easy win, 54-31.
It's pretty good that we got the win. I feel that it was a very competitive game, and we just was playing to our best abilities.
Started off a little bit rough. The guys were not listening, but after we made some substitutions, and you know, fellas don't like to be on the bench. It seemed like after the first half, we started to gel, and we started to develop the chemistry that we were lacking in the regular GSSA season.
After a disappointing end to the government school season, the C.I. Gibson Rattlers got all they could handle from the Temple Christian Sons, but down the stretch, the Rattlers would come back, and they win this one by a final of 60-41.
When it comes to the Hugh Campbell tournament, a lot of teams be prepared. It's a very prestigious tournament, and so I expected them to come out and play well. On the other hand, we didn't play as well as we should, but we played well enough to win the game. But at the end of the day, hopefully we continue to get better as the tournament goes on.
For a look at the rest of the action from day one, we now swing it over to Julian Gibson.
Benson, I think I know that guy. I believe you know him too. He used to work with us. Well, one of his jobs now is he's working the sidelines officiating at this year's Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic. Well, St. John's had it working good too late in the fourth quarter, and they were able to hold off Aquinas Aces 51-43.
We just had to play some strong defense, and we couldn't let up on them. So our coach told us on the break, keep them down, don't let them get no momentum. So that's what we tried to do when I believe that we executed that tonight.
I feel like we just listen to what coach said, just executed well what he said, and take our time with the ball.
Now in the second game, this one was a mix-up, just like this basketball official shirt. He got his shirt back in front. Well, Bishop Michael Eldon was supposed to take on Kingsway Academy Saints. Bishop Michael Eldon a no-show, but Kingsway coach, he would take the easy win.
Whatever God gives us, we'll take. As we go back to school, we're going to talk about a few things because we had a game plan coming into this game.
Feature game last night, Telios taking on R.M. Bailey. Look who's at the basketball court. Former AF Adderley shooting guard Greg Cox. He played with AF Adderley, but not when they won the Hugh Campbell basketball tournament. Telios believe they can win this year. They got past R.M. Bailey 46-30.
Always good to get the first win, especially against a school like R.M. Bailey. We didn't see them before, so we didn't know what was what, but we planned according to our plans, and so we were able to execute.
How far do you expect to go?
I expect to go deep in the Final Four, best we've ever done.
Reporting for Zns Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
The official opening for Hugh Campbell took place this morning. Our Charles Fisher was there.
It was a colorful display of talent by the students. Welcoming the teams was school principal Dr. Virginia Romer.
It is my profound pleasure to extend thanks and appreciation to all who have contributed in one way or another to make this event an enjoyable and memorable one, especially the members of the Hugh Campbell Committee. To the coaches and basketball teams present, we thank you firstly for participating in our tournament, and secondly for being here today. Without you, there would be no tournament. So, thank you.
Subbing for the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture was Deputy Director of Education with responsibility for technology and innovation, Julian Anderson.
I wish a pleasant stay to our visiting teams, real sports pleasure to all the basketball fans, and steady hands to all the basketball players, and may the best team win. By the power vested in me, I now declare these games officially open. Let the games begin.
As the ceremonial first shot, it was a long process as my cameraman battery died and tape ran out before one shot was made. Just kidding. For Zns Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Schools from Grand Bahama will start playing Hugh Campbell come tomorrow, and they're coming to make some noise.
The teams look pretty good. The 4 teams that I know that are coming, they look pretty good, and I think that they'll give a good showing here at the Hugh Campbell once they arrive here on Wednesday. I know they've had a very good season. Most of the teams came through without any major injuries or anything that would be a setback coming into the Hugh Campbell.
In addition to Hugh Campbell, the FIBA World Cup qualifiers will also continue this week. In addition to that, they also have an officials clinic that starts tomorrow, and it will finish up on Sunday at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium.
We're looking for aspirants who can attain the FIBA garnet. So all persons who have who aspire to be a FIBA official can come on as well. The camp, it goes in depth, it trains, and it tells you all the smaller things that you need to do. So, you know, even if you've never officiated, come out and it's going to be very informative.
Play in the New Providence Women's Basketball Association was put on hold for the 2017-2018 season, but they're still trying to stay relevant through their junior program.
We've been running for the last 2 years, so this year we tried and changed the format a little. What we did was we're gonna have some tournaments. So over the past weekend was our first primary school tournament. I expected about 8 to 9 schools. Unfortunately, Thursday night, you know, we got some bad news from about 3 of the schools, but we got 5 schools out, and I think that worked in our benefit. We had a very good tournament, very competitive. As a matter of fact, that was the most compliments that I had ever received from coaches, parents, even the kids. It was an all-exclusive tournament, you know, where we provided lunch, sandwiches, drinks, t-shirts, certificates. We did a 3-point shootout where we had, you know, got some of the little fellas who was in the gym, we got them involved, as well as we had a free throw competition. So it all went well. You know, I'm very, very pleased, but, you know, on the other hand, I'm still sad because we just seem not to get it together.
Youngsters in Central Andros now playing youth baseball. It's all thanks to Alive and Freedom Farm.
This is what we really want to encourage throughout the Bahamas, not only in the community here of Central Andros, but where we can have the kids more involved in doing recreational activities. And to see this kind of performance or this outcome today is very, very, very good.
You can do it, boys. Make us all proud. Pay attention. Listen to all those who are coaching you, but most importantly, continue to do this along with your schoolwork as you excel. And I want to see you in the AAA, the Single A, the AA, and on to the Major League.
Percy Marshall is the president of the league in Fresh Creek. He spoke about how the idea came about.
Mr. Burrows contacted the school, and they needed someone who could run and take control for the youths in the community and who they look up to. And most of the youths in the community look up to me, and I have experience in, you know, a few sports, which is baseball also. And they asked me if I could take part in it with the president role.
The Montague foreshore, the place to be on Sunday for the conclusion of Barbara J's Catch Me If You Can Regatta. Our Julian Gibson had a front row seat.
Benson on Saturday, 3 A-class boats went head-to-head. Ed Sky came in first. Good News came in second. Red Stripe, without Captain Lundy Robertson on the tiller, came in third. Now, on Sunday, these same 3A class boats gave the Campari Lady Natalie an 11-minute head start, and the first boat to catch the barber was Red Stripe, then Good News, then Ed Sky. A disappointed Barbara J. Johnson.
The rest of always give me problem. She's the one next to me. And so she was behind me by 3 points. Now she caught me, so she's behind me 2 points.
Are you disappointed?
No, I wasn't disappointed because you can't win it all. You see, I win some, I lost some. If I keep on winning all, the fellas say that ain't right.
Now for crew member Kendall Nabi Black, he knew all along Red Stripe could catch the barber.
That was an easy one for us today, man. I don't know as the wind stay up, we can catch him.
Were you concerned early when Barber had that lead and it was looking good?
No, man, like I say, when I came out this afternoon, I see the wind about 15, 16. I said, man, it's an easy catch for him today. It's an easy catch.
What it means for you guys to win this one?
Well, it means a lot because a lot of guys have us in the bottom bowl right now. They say we wasn't doing too good. So it means a lot. It means a lot heading into Georgetown.
You feel bad for Barber?
No, man, I don't feel bad for Barber. That's what it is, man. You put it up, you get it.
Reporting for Zns Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.